Number 1 in Central California. This is ABC 30 Action News, AM Live.
And we are live tracking breaking news out of Selma at 6 a.m. Firefighters are on the scene of a house fire that broke out just a little more than an hour ago.
Action News reporter Vanessa Vasconcelos is live near First and Bowder with an update from investigators. Vanessa, what can you tell us?
That's right. Actually, they are able to make progress right now. PG&E crews have just arrived to shut off the power so that they can gain access to the back shed that caught fire. I'm going to step out of the way so you can see we do have firefighters kind of making their way to that back area at this time. Now, I do want to mention that this could be an impact to your commute, but I'll get to that in just a second. A little background on what happened. 2 sheds caught fire, spreading to the house at around 4:45 this morning. Now, an elderly couple was living inside the home. One of the shed converted into a living space. Their son was living back there. All 3 were able to make it out safely, but the shed is destroyed and there is heavy damage to the home, to the back of the home, as well as the kitchen. And you can see up top that firefighters had to punch a hole through the roof to gain access to that fire to get it out. Now, the cause is still under investigation at this time, but firefighters do want us to remind you that this is a very dangerous time of year. Be sure to be wary of any type of space heaters. I'm going to go ahead and send it back to you in studio. Reporting live in Selma, Vanessa Vasconcelos, Action News AM Live.
All right, Vanessa, thank you. And let's move on to the Chili Valley forecast. Vanessa bundled up in her coat this morning. This is a live look from our Fresno sky cam as people are getting the day started today.
Yeah, another chilly day. Temperatures got pretty low overnight. Ruben Contreras is in for Alina Lee this morning, tracking our Monday forecast. Good morning, Ruben.
Hey, good morning, Amanda and Tony. It is chilly out there, just not as cold as the past few mornings here in the valley. We have a little bit of cloud cover, and that's helping out our temperatures, keeping us above the freezing mark, keeping from fog from being widespread and locally dense in several parts of the valley here. So our afternoon temperatures kind of seasonable, actually. We're going to call it partly sunny here. We're seeing those clouds, and it's going to be a little hazy as well. Lowest visible right now in Hanford about 1 mile, and we're at 2.5 miles in Visalia, 3 to 4 miles for Fresno County northward, but spots in between. It might be a little dense, so watch out for that. 40 degrees this morning in Madera, 33 in Visalia, 38 in Fresno this morning. We're actually up a few degrees compared to this time yesterday, but our afternoon temperatures will be a little bit cooler. We made it into the 60s yesterday. We'll drop back into the 50s. The average is 57 for this time of year, so we'll go for 58 in Fresno. So just a little above that under partly sunny skies. It's still kind of dry out there, but we do have rain in the forecast. We'll talk more about that in a couple of minutes, but first, let's send things back to Tony.
All right, thank you, Ruben. And we do want to get out live to a press conference happening right now in regards to that breaking news over the weekend, the warehouse fire that left at least 33 people dead. Let's go tune in live to that press conference right now.
All right, good morning. We're going to get started. I want to check the sound with everyone. I know we have a lot of heavy equipment, the generators here. How is the sound for everyone? Fine. It's okay? Yeah. All right. My name is Officer Jonna Watson. I'm the Public Information Officer for the Oakland Police Department. We'd like to update you. We also know that we're just coming off of a weekend. It's Monday morning. Maybe not everyone has watched or has information about what has transpired since last Friday. Last Friday, December 2nd, at about 11:32 p.m., a fire broke out in the 1300 block of 31st Avenue here in Oakland. Last evening, the victim loss was 33. That's 33 families who have lost a loved one. That's 33 of our loved ones who, here in the city of Oakland, we have lost as a community. This morning we'd like to update you regarding additional information regarding our losses, not only to families, but to our community. We have Deputy Sheriff Modeste, who's going to provide you additional information regarding victims, loss, and families that have been notified. We also have Battalion Chief Drayton, who will be able to update you regarding the work that the fire department has done, along with other agencies who have been assisting. I'd like to turn it over to Deputy Modeste. Thank you.
Good morning. My name is Ty Modeste, TYA, MODSTE, spokesperson for the Yonge County Sheriff's Office. Since our last update, we have located and recovered 36 victims. Yes. Since our last update, we have located and recovered 36 victims. Of the 36, 11 have been positively identified and their family members have been appropriately notified. That number is inclusive of the 8 that were, the number 8 that was given last night. At this time, we will be updating this morning the list of names of the located and identified victims. We are giving the family members an opportunity to update other family members, to notify them, and give them an opportunity to breathe together before we release those additional names.
Hi, good morning once again. Can you hear me? The fire department last night at approximately 10 o'clock was asked by ATF and our local investigators to stop our recovery work in the back of the building based on the fact that we now feel very strongly that we have the section of the building that was the area of origin of where the fire started. The investigators will be here in just a few hours to start building out their team and really getting deeper into that area of the building. Again, it's the back of the building, so when we enter and go straight back to the back wall, center of the building, we've got a square footage area that has been quarantined off for additional investigation. And just after midnight, we had some crews doing some surveilling and reconnaissance on the next door roof and noticed a slight lean in the parapet on the A side of the building, the front of the warehouse. At the very top of the exterior wall, we have about a 3-inch lean going into the center of the building. For us as firefighters working under a wobbly, potentially collapsing exterior wall is extremely dangerous. We will not put our firefighters in danger at this point, and we will not put Alameda County Sheriff in that precarious situation with us. So we did a full work stoppage at approximately 12:18 last night and have not been continuing with body recovery since. All of the structural engineers and contract workers will be here at approximately 8 a.m. to develop a game plan. We hope that we'll be back in the building between 12 o'clock and 2 o'clock today to continue the recovery effort.
We know you'll have some questions, so we'll go ahead and we'll start over here and we'll work our way to the left.
Describe what a parapet is.
So at the top of the exterior building, if you imagine where the roof meets the wall, there's about a 5-foot unreinforced section of the exterior wall. It's leaning in 3 inches. It should be straight. We're concerned that that unreinforced area potentially could collapse.
How much of the building have you searched? Is it 70% now, or where are we at? Is it still 40%?
Absolutely. At this point, we are using the number 70% as the area of the building that we have searched and efficiently and effectively done recovery on. Again, the small area in the back for the area of origin and the front area, based on the safety concern, has not been searched yet. We are no closer to finding a cause, and we absolutely believe that the number of fire fatalities will increase.
You see, so when 70%, when you get to 100%, you then conclusively say...
You're taking a live listen from Oakland at that deadly warehouse fire. New information just in. They have updated the death toll there to 36 victims they have located and recovered. They say 11 of them they've positively identified. Let their friends and family know at this point. We do not know the names, but they've reached out to those families and those communities there, Tony.
Yeah, we also learned that at around 10 o'clock last night, the fire department was asked to stop recovery efforts because they feel that they found the origin of where the fire started, not the cause. The cause is still under investigation. They also, just after midnight, decided that they are going to stop their search efforts because they found it to be unsafe, that it could collapse there. So we're going to continue to follow this. Breaking news out in Oakland.
And we'll be right back after this.
This holiday, get an amazing deal during the Ford year-end event. Get special holiday lease offers on Ford, America's most awarded brand. Lease a 2017 Fusion or Escape. Your choice, just $199 per month. See your California Ford dealer.
Keep playing. Keep planning. CalViva Health. A local healthcare plan at no cost to you or your future.
Do you need help finding the right medical specialist? Now abc30.com can make your search easier. Click on medical specialist and browse the top medical specialists in the Valley. Get the latest information on medical procedures and facilities. For more information, go to abc30.com.
This holiday, get an amazing deal during the Ford year-end event. Get special holiday lease offers on Ford, America's most awarded brand. Lease a 2017 Fusion or Escape. Your choice, just $199 per month. See your California Ford dealer.
Coming up, Alina Lee with the exclusive Storm 130 forecast, the fastest, most powerful weather tracking system in Central California.
Hi everyone, I'm Dwayne Peralta, President of Personal Express Insurance. We're excited about the opening of our newest location in Fresno. For over 30 years, Personal Express has been known here in the Central Valley for our low rates. But our customers also come with us and stay with us because of what we call our local advantage. I'd like to invite you to our newest location in the Fig Garden Village to find out just what the Personal Express local advantage means to you.
With our $3.50 sub of the day, there's never been a better time to try something deliciously different. Every day of the week, get a featured 6-inch Subway sub for just $3.50, all with no artificial flavors. The $3.50 sub of the day. We took an already great lineup and made it better.
We're here before dawn. We're here at midnight. We're here when life begins, and here when it ends. We spend hours training, bonding, and earning their trust. We are their voices, their allies, and their advocates, now and in the future. This is not just our job, it's our passion. We are Fresno Chaffee Zoo.
It's simple. I could do all my gift shopping all over town and spend a lot of money, or I could go to Burlington. They have amazing gifts for everyone.
That's nice.
And the prices are unbelievable. I got all these gifts at Burlington for under $100.
This is ABC 30 Action News AM Live with Amanda Venegas, Tony Cabrera, and Alina Lee with the Storm 130 forecast.
Welcome back here at 6:12, and although it has been chilly, there are still a number of outdoor activities that people are out and about. There's hundreds of people out there.
Yeah, you got to enjoy Christmas Tree Lane this time of year, Cindy Lane, all the holiday stuff, Ruben. You got to get out there too.
Yeah, and it's been cold, so it makes it more festive, I guess you can see out there. And this morning it's a little chilly out there, not as cold as it was over the weekend where we did have temperatures at or below the freezing mark. This morning we're above the freezing mark throughout the valley. 33 in Visalia this morning, 38 degrees in Fresno, 40 in Madera, and 35 degrees for Merced. And of course, compared to 24 hours ago, we're actually up a couple degrees, as much as 5 degrees this morning in some parts of the valley. We're still tracking some areas of fog, a little dense in some areas. Lowest visibility right now in Hanford about 1 mile this morning, 2.5 in Visalia and 3 in Merced here. We have some cloud cover coming in, so that's helping us out with our temperatures, keeping them up this morning. Also, it's preventing the fog from being widespread or locally dense valley-wide here. High pressure is in control just for a few days here, so it's still going to be dry here. It will break down as we get into the middle of the week here. We're actually going to see another round of cold air come in, so we might have another frosty morning on Wednesday. Temperatures right around the freezing mark or just below that. But then after that, more clouds come in, and they're going to actually produce some showers, at least for Fresno County northward, maybe Thursday, even into Friday. The weekend's kind of up in the air right now, but we might see some showers return Saturday, maybe even Sunday as well here. But for your Monday, it's going to be chilly as you head out the door at 7 o'clock this morning. Temperatures slowly approaching 40 degrees, low 50s at noon, and another round of high temperatures in the mid to upper 50s. Fresno at 58. That's just above the average of 57 for this time of year. Then tonight, 7 o'clock or so, we drop back into the 40s, seeing some areas of fog redevelop once again late tonight, early tomorrow morning. We'll take a closer look at the weekend forecast in about 10 minutes from now. Time now to take a look at your Monday morning drive. For that, we turn to CHP officer Shasta Tolofson. Good morning, Shasta.
Good morning, Ruben. Good morning, everyone. As we take a look at the live traffic tracker and see what's going on throughout the valley. Taking a look at the wide shot of the South Valley, State Route 99, 198, the 65, and the 190 are all in the green with no major incidents or hazards to report. And taking a live look outside at State Route 198 at Mooney, you can see traffic is light and flowing at the speed limit. That's a look at traffic. I'm Officer Tollefson with the California Highway Patrol, reminding you that in the fog, use your low beams and give yourself some extra time to reach your destination. Tony, Amanda, back to you.
All right, Shasta, thank you. Action News time is 6:15. Up next, a report from Oakland on the Red Hot Raiders. We're going to check in with Action News Sports Director Tommy Tran with a reaction from Derek Carr.
That's right. Then later on, the protesters in North Dakota celebrating a major win this morning. Why that controversial oil pipeline has now been blocked.
I'm Vanessa Vasconcelos live in Selma, where firefighters are now investigating the cause of a fire that broke out just about an hour ago. How the smoke lingering may impact your commute, as well as details coming up.
The Valley's favorite Nutcracker is coming to Fresno's Soroyan Theater on December 10th and 11th. Don't miss the Valley's greatest holiday tradition. The Nutcracker will thrill your inner child. It's an epic good versus evil story that has become the must-see event of the season. The Nutcracker. 3 performances on December 10th and 11th at the Williams Soroyan Theater. The Nutcracker.
I focus on the quality on the plate. Yosemite Ranch is a steakhouse. What really makes us special is the quality of our meat. We are buying direct out of the heart of the Midwest, aged just the way we like it, and to have your whole dinner, everything that includes the salad, sides, fantastically big baked potato. I mean, that's a great, great value. I simply buy the best. I mean, you can taste the difference.
Looking to get a better entertainment experience at a great price? Now you can with this great offer from Xfinity. You'll get the best in TV with Xfinity X1. The X1 voice remote lets you use your voice to change channels, find shows, and more. And Xfinity delivers the fastest, most reliable in-home Wi-Fi. X1 will change the way you experience TV. Get started with an X1 double play for just $59.99 a month for a year. Go online, call, or visit an Xfinity store today.
In the past, diabetes was a disease that seemed to come out of nowhere and steal your life away. Insulin shots, glucose testing, medications, even death. You just had to live with it. But that was the past, because now those days are gone. Fresno is leading the country in scientific and surgical breakthroughs, opening new doors with life-changing results. Metabolic surgery is changing everything we know about diabetes, and now there's hope. Learn more at riseabove.net.
I'm dying to see Rogue One. It's amazing. You have it at your house?
Prepare to have your mind blown.
Wait, I can't wait.
There it is. Rogue One. Oh, and that's Rogue 2 for the wife.
Rogue One, a Star Wars story. In theaters December 16th. See the new Rogue at your Nissan dealer now.
Tell me they come with droids.
At Clovis Online School, your child receives one-on-one supportive teaching. Clovis Online School is offered to middle and high school students from 9 Central California counties and is tuition-free. Call today and enroll at Clovis Online School or just Google Clovis Online School.
Action News time now 6:18. Well, Derek Carr and the Oakland Raiders looking unstoppable with a 10-2 record this morning.
The former Bulldog quarterback mounted another strong comeback, this time against the Bills. The Raiders were down 24-9 at halftime, but they came back to score 29 unanswered points. Final score 38-24 Raiders. Carr had 2 touchdowns on the day, along with 260 yards. Action News Sports Director Tommy Tran was with the Raiders last night, who have now won 6 straight.
Well, with the AFC race still really tight, New England won, Denver won, Kansas City won. All the more reason for Oakland to hold serve here at the Coliseum against the Bills on Sunday. It wasn't easy. It was another comeback win that was exciting that Raider Nation has come to expect. And afterward, well, head coach Jack Del Rio talked about his quarterback. He was asked, why is Derek better in the second half?
Good in the first, second, third, fourth. I think he's a pretty good player. We feel like we've got a good team, and we just continue doing the things that we need to do to, make the plays and win the game.
We feed off each other. No, that's for sure. You can always tell. This, when someone makes a play, the stadium gets going, and the momentum starts swinging, and it's a great thing. And I say it all the time, but I'm glad they took him first. I'm glad he's on my team, and I'm glad that we can help lead this team together. It's really fun.
And for all the praise that Derek Carr got on offense, you got to give some love to Khalil Mack as well. He dominated on defense. It was a great day for him here at the Coliseum, and it's going to be a tough test for the Raiders. It's a short week. They're at Arrowhead. Chiefs like to run the ball, control time of possession, and play great defense. Raiders passed the test here on Sunday against the Bills. We'll see if they can do it against the Chiefs, who actually are a better version of Buffalo. At the Coliseum in Oakland, Tommy Tran, ABC 30 Action News.
Good to see the Raiders get that W. Hopefully they get another one.
That's huge.
Gotta love Derek Carr. All right, we're moving on to Monday's forecast.
Ruben Contreras tracking some cool, chilly conditions this week. Hey, Ruben.
Hey, good morning, Tony and Amanda. It is cool out there, just not as cold as it was over the weekend here, and we're still tracking some areas of fog as well. Current conditions this morning show 38 degrees in Fresno, 33 in Visalia, so close to the freezing mark there. In the North Valley, we have 35 for Merced and 40 degrees in Madera this morning. We're actually up a few degrees compared to this time yesterday, and we're tracking some areas of fog this morning. Luckily, nothing too widespread or locally dense. Lowest visibility in Hanford about 1 mile this morning, 2.5 in Visalia, and about 3 to 4 miles from Merced and Madera. But if you're in points in between, it could be a little dense. Watch out for that. We have some cloud cover helping us out. Our temperatures keeping them up this morning, and also that's keeping the fog from being widespread or locally dense here. And high pressures are going to remain in control just for a few days here. So things are still dry, still calm here in Central California, but we might see some rain return by the end of the week here. 59 today in Los Banos, 59 for Madera, 58 in Fresno. We're pretty close to the average of 57 for this time of year up and down the valley. Cooler than yesterday. We were in the 60s. 59 in Corcoran, Visalia, Hanford, 58 for Lemoore. And in the foothills for today, nice day up there. Temperatures in the 50s and 60s. The extended forecast begins with your weekend first. Showers arrive on Friday, at least for Fresno County northward. We'll keep that going through Saturday, maybe Sunday as well. It's a warm storm, so temperatures are actually be warmer, and snow levels is fairly high, about 8,000 feet in the Sierra. Next couple days, watch out for areas of patchy fog, maybe some frost on Wednesday morning, then temperatures kind of seasonable for the few days, then we'll warm up for the weekend. That's the latest on the forecast. Let's go back to Tony and Amanda.
All right, thanks, Ruben. Still to come on Action News AM Live. We're live in Oakland in our next half hour with team coverage on a warehouse fire that's left almost 3 dozen dead.
Plus details on the former Fresno State mascot now accused of roping people near campus.
This portion of Action News is brought to you by Central Valley Community Bank.
They talk about building a new America. Who's going to do it?
I'm in. I'm the one who's going to lay the steel.
I'm in. I'm the one who's going to cut the timber. I'm in. I'm the one who's going to dig the trenches.
And on the weekends, we hunt.
Who's going to do it? The Walls Outdoor Goods generation. Working, hunting, and building a new America since 1938. Walls. Get the goods at walls.com.
It's a down payment double cross. On it.
Hey!
The dealership lied about the down payment.
Well, at Drive Time, you can get your real down payment online before you shop.
And everyone's approved. To Drive Time.
Get approved and know your down payment before you shop. Only at Drive Time.
Hi, I'm Barbara Corcoran. To sell your home on time for the most money, you need a sharp agent with a marketing strategy that creates the most demand. Bottom line, you need a partner willing to put their own money on the line for you. In Fresno and Clovis, I would hire Ben Martin. He can guarantee to sell your home in 29 days at a price you agree to, or he will buy it. Partner with the agent I trust. Go online or call and get your home sold.
It's true what they say about the sum of parts.
that when you combine them, you get more than what simple math would suggest. It's that way with people, too. Together, we do amazing things, unforgettable things, some might say impossible things. But with the right collection of people, anything is what's possible. The team at St. Agnes Medical Center, a hospital and a community where compassion and commitment live.
We brought the coast to Fresno with Pismo's. At Pismo's, we are fanatics about fresh fish. That's our #1 job. Every day we're getting some sort of fresh fish. It may be sea bass one day, it may be halibut, it may be swordfish, opa, ahi. When you start with beautiful fresh fish and then you prepare it delicately with great chefs, the truth is on the plate. If you're a great seafood lover, you have to come to Pismo's in Fresno.
Action News Time, 6:25. New this morning, the man accused of shooting up a church in South Carolina will get his first test as his own attorney later today. Dylan Roof is accused of killing 9 worshipers at a historic African-American church in June of last year. The judge has allowed Roof to represent himself. It's unclear what will be discussed during this morning's hearing, but yesterday, Roof asked if his defense team could be allowed back for just part of the trial. Roof's charges include hate crimes, and if convicted, he could get the death penalty. And a Fresno State student and former university mascot is facing charges this morning for groping people near campus.
DeAndre Jean-Pierre was arrested in connection to at least 8 incidents near the university within the last month. ABC 30 interviewed the Fresno State senior on several occasions for events and issues on campus. Jean-Pierre was also one of the students who served as the mascot timeout. It's unclear when he'll be in court.
Action News Time, 6:26. In our next half hour, we are live in Oakland with team coverage on a devastating artist warehouse fire that's now killed 36 people.
And new from overnight, what the founder of the warehouse has to say about the victims and why some former co-workers claim he laughed off warnings about fire hazards.
I'm Vanessa Vasconcelos live in Selma, where firefighters were able to knock down a blaze that broke out in the early morning hours. Coming up on Action News AM Live, how this could impact your morning commute.
In this morning's GMA First Look, one homeowner is eager to talk about this terrifying invasion caught on tape.
I answer the door, and like this, as soon as I do, he grabs the 45 and sticks it in my face.
Lawrence Berry's home surveillance camera captured the scene when a man wearing a UPS jacket and hat claimed he needed a signature. But when the homeowner opened the door, the man and 3 others stormed the house and assaulted the homeowner with a pistol.
Thank God my wife had the presence of mind to grab the kids and run and hide in the closet.
One shot was fired, lodging a bullet into the wall. Fortunately, no one was hurt. And now, as many look to receive more packages during the holiday season, some words of advice.
Just because UPS knocks on a door doesn't mean you have to open it. If you feel uncomfortable, trust your instincts.
And coming up at 7 a.m., we'll have more on the hunt for the suspects. With your GMA First Look, I'm Lindsay Davis, ABC News, New York.
We're tracking areas of fog this morning on AM Live.
She's the reason the good times are great. And the reason the tough times are easier. Because she's your best friend and your true love. Presenting the Ever Us 2-Stone Diamond Collection. New rings, necklaces, earrings, and bracelets. 1 diamond for your best friend, 1 diamond for your true love. For the one woman who's both. Ever Us. Available at Kay, Jared, and Zales.
Good is in every Blue Diamond almond. A good that comes in 20 flavors. From whole natural to wasabi and soy sauce. And once good gets going, there's no stopping it. Get your good going. Blue Diamond almonds.
Just press clean and let Roomba from iRobot help with your everyday messes. Roomba navigates your entire home, cleaning up pet hair and debris for up to 2 hours, which means your floors are always clean. You and Roomba from iRobot, better together.
What a Christmas day. Snow is gently falling my way.
The joy of creating, the joy of giving. Pandora Jewelry, hand-finished sterling silver.
You are my Christmas star.
Visit Pandora Fashion Fair Mall or Rogers Jewelry in Fresno and discover the joy of giving. Crispy bacon, Canadian bacon, pepper bacon. I love you, bacons. Papa Murphy's large bacon pizza. Just $11 and save even more when you order at papamurphys.com. Love at 425 degrees. Your health is your life. When it rushes to greet you, you realize what matters. These moments where tears and laughter mix. They hold our attention. They hold us together. It's why we hope, why we work, and it's how we live. By holding on to our health, we hold on to life. And so we're here with you for life.
Don't miss the Harlem Globetrotters live. If home is where the heart is, then welcome to our house.
Playing Save Mart Center Friday, January 13th at 7. For tickets, log on to Ticketmaster.com.
ABC 30 Action News AM Live starts now with 15 minutes of non-stop news.
Live team coverage here at 6:30. We have two reporters standing by live this morning tracking overnight details on a deadly fire in Oakland. We just learned 36 people have now died.
We'll get to the new information in just a moment, but first, let's check the cold forecast with Ruben Contreras in for Alina Lee this morning. Good morning, Ruben.
Hey, good morning, Amanda and Tony. It is cold out there, but temperatures are above the freezing mark throughout most of the valley, thanks to a little bit of cloud cover moving in this morning. Unfortunately, things are still going to be dry here for a couple more days here, and that ridge will keep our temperatures in the afternoon seasonable, mid to upper 50s throughout the valley. And you can see the clouds rolling in on the satellite picture here this morning. And we still have some areas of fog. In addition to keeping our temperatures warmer, it's preventing the fog from being widespread or locally dense, but it could be dense in some areas of rural areas of the valley. Fog tracker shows 1 mile visibility in Hanford, 2.5 in Visalia, 3 in Merced. Fresno doing okay, about 4 miles visibility. 35 degrees this morning in Merced, 36 in Hanford, and 33 degrees in Visalia. So we're close to the freezing mark there, but we're staying above it. And temperatures as you head out the door at 7 o'clock this morning, still kind of chilly. We'll be in the 40s, low 50s this afternoon, and Fresno at 58, just above the average of 57 for this time of year. We'll take a closer look at the weekend in about 10 minutes from now, but first, let's check on your Monday morning drive with CHP officer Shasta Tolofsen. Good morning, Shasta.
Good morning, Ruben. Good morning, everyone. Let's bring up that live traffic tracker and see what's going on throughout the valley. Taking a look at the wide shot of Fresno, State Route 99, 180, 41, and the 168 are all in the green with no major incidents or hazards to report. And taking a live look outside at State Route 180 at first, you can see traffic is starting to pick up, but is still flowing at the speed limit. That's a quick look at traffic. I'm Officer Tollefson with the California Highway Patrol, reminding you that in the fog, use your low beams and give yourself some extra time to reach your destination. Tony, Amanda, back to you.
All right, Shasta, thanks so much. We just learned minutes ago at least 36 people were killed in a warehouse fire in Oakland, and investigators still expect to find more victims. The victims died in the massive blaze Friday night. They were attending an electronic dance party when that fire sparked. A criminal probe has now been launched in what's now being called the deadliest fire in the city's history. We have live team coverage for you this morning. Action News reporter Corey James live in Oakland with reaction from the community who's mourning the loss of the victims this morning. But first, we turn to ABC's Lauren Lister, who has the latest on this investigation surrounding the fire and the questions about whether it could have been prevented. Lauren?
Good morning, Amanda. As you mentioned just a few moments ago, we learned the death toll has risen to 36 people, and officials say they still expect that number to go up. Recovery crews have a lot of work to do in that warehouse still to search for the missing after unsafe conditions brought their work to a standstill overnight. And as you mentioned, a criminal investigation now launched into this tragedy.
This morning, firefighters pushing forward in the round-the-clock search for the missing. As the staggering number of people killed in this massive Friday night warehouse fire keeps rising, survivors recounting the horror of that inferno.
And everyone is turning to us and saying, oh, you should have done this or you should have done that differently. And it's like, don't you think we feel that? Like, don't you think we feel how many people died in our home?
That woman, saying she was a resident of this well-known artists colony called the Ghost Ship, filled that night for a concert. People weren't supposed to be living here. It only had permits as a warehouse, yet code violations show a history of complaints. Oakland's mayor now promising to find out if this city's worst fire in history was preventable.
I right now have a team of city employees combing through every public record that we have of this building.
Officials say most of the dead were on the second floor, which collapsed, and where pictures from before the fire show a maze of makeshift art studios.
I think we were surprised at first to find that many bodies where we found them.
A tragedy, and some still filled with anxiety as loved ones wait for news on the missing.
I prepare myself for the worst.
This mother's only son at that party with his fiancée, shooting this video time-stamped about an hour before the flames erupted. His mom speaking to a friend who was with the couple.
He said it turned dark, so dark he couldn't see, that he had to put his hands against the wall to get out.
And authorities have now identified 11 of the victims, most that we know of in their 20s and 30s, one though just 17 years old. And as recovery crews hope to get back into that building today for the search, we're told they're going to focus on the back of the building, which they believe is where the fire started. Live in Oakland, I am Lauren Lister, Action News AM Live. Tony?
All right, Lauren, thank you. Action News reporter Corey James continues our team coverage of the deadly fire. He's also live in Oakland with an emotional response from the community. Corey?
Yeah, Tony, right behind me is one of many memorials for the victims of that tragic warehouse fire, a fire that actually erupted about a block up from where we are standing right now. But right behind me, you can see these candles here. They've been lit throughout the night to honor the victims as messages and photos of those who died surrounded them. Dozens of memorials, so like this one, are happening all across the city of Oakland. And people we have spoken with say going to them is their way of connecting with the victims and reflecting on what happened. One of the victims honored here is a 17-year-old. He attended the San Francisco School of Arts and sang in the school's choir. His friends came out here after learning of the news to pay their respects.
We brought some candles, we left them, wrote some notes, some things that I think we all wish we had the chance to say.
He was all smiles. I mean, every time, laugh box. Every time, that's how I remember him. You know what I mean? I was gone for a few years, but it seemed the image of him didn't change at all. He was still a jolly dude. You know what I mean?
And both the Raiders and Oakland A's have stepped in to help, offering to match donations of up to $30,000 to help victims and their families. They've already raised $58,000 of a $60,000 goal. But back here live again, you can see this growing memorial here at one of the locations not far from where that fire erupted. We anticipate this memorial and many more will continue to grow as more names of the victims are released. Again, we have just learned that total, or the death toll right now, is at 36. 11 of those victims have been identified. But now we're live here in Oakland. Corey James, Action AM Live.
All right, Corey, thank you very much. And new this morning, we're now hearing from the man who founded and ran the Ghost Ship Artist Collective. He didn't have much to say when confronted by our sister station in the Bay Area, KGO.
Do you have anything to say to the families that lost their loved ones there? I mean, people have been wondering if you have anything to say to them.
They're my children. They're my friends, they're my family, they're my loves, they're my future. What else do I have to say?
People who used to work for the Ghost Ship founder claim that fire officials warned him about the fire hazards at the building, but he reportedly laughed off those warnings. And Good Morning America will have another update from Oakland next at 7 o'clock. You can also get the very latest at abc30.com or our mobile apps.
And we have another update on breaking news out of Selma. We're learning more about a fire that sparked at a house earlier this morning near First and Bowder. Action News reporter Vanessa Vasconcelos is there live with what we know so far. Good morning, Vanessa.
Good morning, Amanda. Now, firefighters have made great progress on the fire, and now the investigation is on into finding out what the cause is. Now, I think you can see in the distance right now, we do have the fire chief as well as investigators kind of assessing the damage in the back. Now, at around 4:45, 2 sheds caught fire spreading to this house. 3 people, including an elderly couple, were able to make it out safely. That's thanks to a Selma police officer. He was first on scene and was able to get them to safety. Now, one of the sheds was converted into a living space. That's destroyed, and there's also heavy damage to the kitchen and back area of the house. Now, if you can see, we have this hole in the roof right there. That is how firefighters were able to gain access to get the fire out in the attic. Now, once again, the cause is under investigation, but Fire Chief Kane alluded to an illegal power connection from the shed to the back of the home. But I want to take you back here live because I want to show you just the close proximity that we have to the freeway. There are cold temperatures right now, so the haze from the smoke is still lingering. Right now, traffic moving just fine, but you are going to want to give yourself some extra time just in case there is slowing on the freeway. So once again, 3 people able to make it out safely from this fire, cause still under investigation. I'll send it back to you in studio. Reporting live in Selma, Vanessa Vasconcelos, Action News AM Live.
All right, Vanessa, thank you. And it's just about 6:40 this morning. You're looking live from our Kauai Delta Medical Center Skycam. Bit hazy out there, right?
Yeah, on this Monday. Well, let's turn things over to Ruben Contreras, who's live for Elena Lee this morning, tracking our forecast as we go back to work and school. Good morning, Ruben.
Hey, good morning, Tony and Amanda. Temperatures this morning are chilly out there, a little hazy and a little foggy in some parts of the valley. And we're starting off the day at 35 degrees in Merced, 33 for Visalia, 38 for Lemoore, and 38 degrees here in Fresno. And of course, compared to 24 hours ago, we're actually a little bit warmer compared to this time yesterday for most of the valley. We have some cloud cover helping us out this morning for our temperatures, keeping us above the freezing mark. We did touch below that in several parts of the valley on Saturday morning. Here's another live look this morning, this time from our Valley Children's Hospital Skycam in Madera County. We're looking south towards 41 and Woodward Park off in northeast Fresno. So those low-lying areas near rivers, bodies of water, you're seeing some patchy fog this morning, such as the deal towards the San Joaquin River this morning where it's 39 degrees there. Winds are calm and visibility is about 4 miles out at the airport here in Fresno. The rest of the valley, 1 mile visibility on Fog Tracker in Hanford, 2.5 for Visalia, 3 for Merced Madera. You might find a patch that's a little dense in spots in between, so watch out for that. There's the cloud cover coming in. It'll stick around from time to time for today. So it'll be hazy to partly sunny. We're still under the influence of high pressure here. It's going to be dry for a while. But once we get into the later part of the week here, temperatures will actually start to warm up here. We have a couple opportunities for rain later on down the line, but we do have another round of cold air coming in by Wednesday. So it's going to be a little frosty, temperatures near the freezing mark once again, maybe a little below that in some parts of the valley. But by Thursday afternoon, Thursday night into Friday morning, could see some showers, Fresno County northward. This is a warm storm, so snow levels are going to be fairly high, about maybe 7,000 to 8,000 feet in the Sierra, and rainfall amounts maybe 1/3 of an inch here. So kind of light, but it's something to get things going again. 59 in Mendota, 59 in Los Banos for today, 57 in Merced. That's the average for this time of year, so we're close to that up and down the valley. 60s though for Coalinga with 62 this afternoon, 59 in Corcoran and 58 in Lemoore. Tulare County, typical December day as well, 59 in Porterville and Early Mart, 59 degrees in Lindsay this afternoon. In the foothills, we're looking for 50s for Mariposa, Oakhurst, Aubrey, low 50s in Yosemite Park this afternoon, and same deal for Shaver Lake under partly sunny skies. We'll take a closer look at that weekend forecast in a couple minutes from now, but first, let's send things back to Tony and Amanda.
All right, thanks so much, Ruben. Happening now, protesters in North Dakota celebrating a major victory this morning.
Plans for a controversial oil pipeline have been blocked. The Army Corps of Engineers denied a permit for the pipeline yesterday. Intense protests against the plan have been going on for months now. The demonstrators say the project would have destroyed the environment and some ancient Native American sites. And coming up at 7 o'clock, Good Morning America will have full reaction from people who are both for and against the plan, as well as what may be next.
A South Valley newspaper reporter is recovering this morning after she was hit by a car driven by a suspected drunk driver. Cheyenne Romero was hit near Oak and Court in downtown Visalia Saturday night. Visalia police are not releasing any details on what happened, but they do confirm a suspect is in custody. Romero was put in a medically induced coma, but is now responding to family members. Her father says he hopes she'll soon get back to work covering crime for the Visalia Times-Delta.
She's so determined, when she has a story, no matter what it is, full throttle. And that's why I have no doubt that she's going to bounce back.
It's unclear how long she'll be in the hospital. Visalia police could release more information on the case later today.
Developing news out of Fresno County, a man is facing manslaughter and DUI charges in a crash that killed a man and left 2 others hurt. The driver of an SUV hit a truck head-on last night outside of Mendota. That's on Highway 180 near San Benito. The driver of the pickup was killed. He's said to be 60 years old. His name has not been released. His 2 passengers are in the hospital but will survive. Investigators say the driver of the SUV was drunk and tried to run away from the scene. He was arrested and could be in court this week.
Action News time is now 6:43. Coming up next on AM Live, why President-elect Donald Trump threatening heavy taxes on companies moving overseas.
Plus, we're monitoring Wall Street for you this morning. We're going to show you what the markets are doing right now. Coming up in a live report from New York City.
It's the season of giving, and that means more winning. With Table Mountain Casino's $900,000 anniversary celebration giveaway, you could win one of 4 brand new Mercedes-Benz. Earn entries Monday through Thursday for our weekly drawings, and you could win cash, gifts, or the keys to a brand new Mercedes-Benz. Experience the joy of winning with the $900,000 anniversary celebration, only at Table Mountain Casino.
Through 3 generations of family ownership, Lewis Diamond Company has become the expert in selecting top diamond qualities with the best value. If you're looking for that perfect gift or the engagement ring that will make her say yes, trust the friendly staff at Lewis Diamond Company. They will guide you through their wide selection of designer bridal rings and show you how wholesale plus pricing means you get more for your money. For style, love, and affordability, come to Lewis Diamond Company.
Lewis Diamond Company. Trusted, timeless quality.
Coming up, Alina Lee with the exclusive Storm Warn 30 forecast, the fastest, most powerful weather tracking system in Central California.
The holiday menu from IHOP is back. Time for eggnog pancakes and dark chocolate peppermint pancakes. But it won't be around for long. Thankfully, neither will those sweaters. IHOP, eat up every moment.
By now you should know. Drink and drive. Get a DUI. But did you know that some medication can get you one too? And never mix those pills with a pint. Check the label before you pop that pill. DUI doesn't just mean booze.
Phoenix was the best decision I ever made.
There are some things diet and exercise can't change.
I did a lot of research. The results that I saw on the Phoenix website were unbelievable. The before and afters made me excited to get it done.
You can have the body you want if you contact Phoenix now for a free consultation.
When I saw my reflection, I was overcome with happiness and confidence.
Go to athenixbody.com. Check out the amazing before and after pictures. Then contact Phoenix for a free consultation.
What do Steve, Jason, and the stunning Helen Mirren just love about the holidays?
There's laughter, there's tears, there's the whole thing.
Thanks, Jason. But most of all, tell them where you all love coming first for the holidays.
Good morning, America.
This Morning Live.
This is ABC 30 Action News AM Live with Amanda Venegas, Tony Cabrera, and Alina Lee with the Storm Warn 30 forecast.
Hey, who's ready for some Krispy Kreme donuts? That's right, just one day away from its Fresno grand opening. Workers spent time role-playing to make sure they're prepared for customers tomorrow. On opening day, there are incentives for guests who get there early. The first person who walks through the door gets a dozen free donuts every week for a whole year. The first 100 customers get a t-shirt. The next 200 receive 1 dozen donuts for free each month for a year. Tony, I hope you're hungry. All right, doors open at 5:30 tomorrow morning. The new Krispy Kreme is located in North Fresno at Blackstone and Bullard, and a lot of people excited to see Krispy Kreme make its return to the Valley here.
Well, if you get the free donuts for a week or
a year?
once a week for a whole year, you better have some salad every other day.
Or you could drop off the donuts here.
Yeah. In business news, Donald Trump on companies leaving the U.S. and the hottest toys of the holiday season as stocks are up this morning on Wall Street.
Maribel Aber is live at the NASDAQ market site in New York City monitoring those numbers for us. Good morning, Maribel.
Hey, good morning, Amanda and Tony. Well, stocks off to a positive start with the Dow opening at an all-time high. Investors shrugging off the referendum vote in Italy. So right now you got the Dow up 90, NASDAQ up 31, and the S&P up 12 to start the day. Donald Trump is threatening heavy taxes on companies moving overseas. The president-elect vowed to slap a 35% tax on products sold in the U.S. by any company firing American workers and building a new factory in another country. Trump made the announcement in a series of early Sunday morning tweets. He told companies to be forewarned before making a quote, very expensive mistake. Shoppers lined up at Toys R Us stores over the weekend for two of the hottest toys of the holiday season, the Nintendo NES Classic and Hatchimals. Some locations had just like 30 of each item on sale. Crowds began lining up Saturday for Sunday morning store openings. Both toys sell for about $60 each. The limited release of the Nintendo NES Classic has it going for double from some online sellers. Tony and Amanda, the console, it's been hot since November 11th. One place that you wouldn't expect to find it, I'll give you a clue here, Urban Outfitters. It goes online tomorrow. So if you really want it, check it out.
Wow, those are hot toys, and I have to tell you, Maribel, I have a Hatchimal. I bought one for my sister, but you know, for the right price. No, I'm just joking. Yeah. It'll be a hot toy. Thanks so much, Maribel. All right, coming up on 6:50, time for traffic and weather together.
Let's check in with Ruben in our Storm Warn 30 Center with a look at our chilly Monday forecast. Hey, Ruben.
Hey, good morning, Tony and Amanda. Temperatures this morning, chilly, just not as cold as the past few mornings. We're seeing a little bit of fog and a lot of haze out there. We have high pressure building over us, and you can see that hazy condition right over our Fresno sky cam this morning in downtown, where it's 38 degrees. Winds are calm and visibility is 4 miles out at the airport in Fresno. On Fog Tracker, we do have some low visibility. Not too bad, but it's getting a little low towards Hanford, about 1 mile visibility this morning, 2.5 in Visalia, and about 3 to 4 for Merced and Madera. Air quality, still moderate up and down the valley. We still have wood burning restrictions in place for Madera, Fresno, Kings, and Tulare counties. You're asked not to burn unless your fireplace is a clean burning registered device. The extended forecast begins with your weekend first. It's going to be dry here for a while, but we actually have rain returning to the valley, at least Fresno County northward, Friday through Saturday. It's a warm storm, so our temperatures are actually going to go up to the 60s this weekend, and snow level still kind of high, about 8,000 feet. But for the next few days here, kind of cool, temperatures seasonable. We'll see some areas of fog this morning. We're already seeing that tomorrow morning, and then maybe some frost as well on Wednesday morning. So it's going to get cold again before we warm up. Time now to check on the roads this morning. Once again, here's CHP Officer Shasta Tollefson. Good morning, Shasta.
Good morning, Ruben. Good morning, everyone. Let's bring up that live traffic tracker and see what's going on throughout the valley. Taking a look at a wide shot of the South Valley, State Route 99, 198, 65, and the 190 are all in the green with no major incidents or hazards to report. And heading up north, taking a wide shot of the Fresno area, State Route 180, 99, 41, and the 168, again, all in the green with no major incidents. And taking a look at a live shot outside at 180 and First, you can see traffic is starting to pick up a little bit, but it's still flowing at the speed limit. That's going to be a look at traffic. I'm Officer Tollefson with the California Highway Patrol, reminding you to limit those distractions and don't text and drive. Tony, Amanda, back to you.
Okay, Shasta, thank you for those updates. Action News Time, 6:51. Next on AM Live, 5 things you need to know before you go.
Including new details just released on that Oakland warehouse fire, how the death toll has risen overnight, and why work to recover victims has stopped.
I'm excited to have a non-invasive way to address subcutaneous fat.
Dr. Kay Riolo talks about cool sculpting.
I'm the only board-certified plastic surgeon in Fresno who has this device. A man or woman can come into my office knowing that in 1 to 2 months, 25% or so of that fat will have dissolved permanently. There are also those people who just have a little problem, and this is the perfect solution for them.
Learn more about Dr. Riolo at abc30.com, medical specialists.
Here's a look at tonight's primetime lineup on ABC 30. Brought to you by Chuck Chansey Gold Resort and Casino.
First simmer, then shred, and then devour. Introducing Beef Barbacoa at El Pollo Loco. Deliciously crafted and served all your favorite ways. Only at El Pollo Loco, fresh from the grill.
I've tried every single thing that you can think of, and this is the first thing that's ever worked. The Good Feet arch supports are the last ones that I tried, and they're the last ones that I'm going to use.
See for yourself with the free personalized arch support fitting at the Good Feet store.
Your home deserves the best. Furnishings from Janine's Furniture Gallery in downtown Visalia. Browse over 6,000 square feet of luxurious yet affordable elegance for every room of your home, including stylish, unique accessories and accent pieces to complete your decor. Merry Christmas from Janine's Furniture Gallery, 220 West Main Street in downtown Visalia.
Looking to get a better entertainment experience at a great price? Now you can with this great offer from Xfinity. You'll get the best in TV with Xfinity X1. The X1 voice remote lets you use your voice to change channels, find shows, and more. And Xfinity delivers the fastest, most reliable in-home Wi-Fi. X1 will change the way you experience TV. Get started with an X1 Double Play for just $59.99 a month for a year. Go online, call, or visit an Xfinity store today.
At El Pollo Loco, we're famous for our fire-grilled, citrus-marinated chicken and our sides. And sides. And sides. Right now, get any family meal and enjoy a free large side. Only at El Pollo Loco, fresh from the grill.
Action News time is now 6:54. The first thing you need to know before you go, the death toll has risen to 36 after this weekend's warehouse fire in Oakland. 11 of those victims have been positively identified. Overnight, the recovery effort stopped due to concern about building safety. Officials hope to resume their search for bodies later this afternoon.
Thing two, the cause of an early morning fire in Selma is currently under investigation. Now, it sparked around 4:45 this morning at First and Bowder. 2 sheds caught fire, spreading to the back of the house. 3 people, including an elderly couple, were able to make it out safely. One of the sheds that you can see here was converted into a living space. That was destroyed, and there's also heavy damage to the kitchen and back of house. Now, the cause is still under investigation, but Fire Chief Kane says an illegal power connection from the shed to the home could be a factor. Now, for drivers driving in the area, because of low temperatures, the smoke is hanging around. If you're driving on 99 in the Selma area, you're going to want to be mindful of that.
And number 3, a man faces manslaughter and DUI charges after crashing his SUV head-on into a pickup truck. It happened just after 8:30 last night on Highway 180 near Mendota. The driver of the pickup was killed. His 2 passengers were hurt.
Number 4, President-elect Donald Trump already at work this morning announcing he's chosen former campaign rival Dr. Ben Carson as his Secretary for Housing and Urban Development. Meanwhile, the state of Michigan is recounting almost 5 million presidential ballots today.
And number 5, a new turn in the dispute over the Dakota Access Pipeline. The Army Corps of Engineers denied a permit for the pipeline to be built there. That decision is bringing relief to protesters who've opposed the construction for months now.
And now a final check of the weather with Ruben. Ruben, a little chilly today. Hard to get out of the bed. Hard to get out of the covers, you know?
Well, yeah, for us. I mean, it was 2 o'clock in the morning. It's cold, but it's cold now, too, as we give you current conditions this morning. 38 degrees in Fresno, 34 in Visalia, and 35 in Merced. We're actually just a little bit warmer compared to this time yesterday, and we're still tracking some areas of patchy fog, a little dense in some parts of the South Valley, about 1.5 miles visibility in Hanford, 1.25 miles in Visalia, Fresno County northward about 4 to 5 miles. So it'll be a little hazy, but we're going to see some clouds as well. Partly sunny today with temperatures in the mid to upper 50s. Fresno at 58. That's just above the average of 57 for this time of year. But this is the trend here for a few days. Another cold morning on Wednesday, and then we might actually see some rain in the valley by Thursday night.
Looking forward to that. Thanks so much, Ruben. That does it for us. Good Morning America is next.
Don't forget to download our ABC 30 News app for the latest local news and weather anytime. Have a great morning.
Community Medical Centers is building the